Have you been told you need to reduce your stress? Who hasn't, right? I think we've all been told that at some point in our lives. But maybe it's serious. Maybe like your doctor is, hey, you've got some health concerns here that you really do need to lower your stress. Or maybe in a relationship, somebody's like, hey, look, you got to really reduce your stress. Otherwise, this relationship is going to continue to struggle, or our household is going to fall apart. Whatever it is, stress affects our life in so many different ways. And sometimes it just feels like this overwhelming thing that, like, okay, yes, I know I need to reduce my stress, but I have no idea what that looks like. Meditation, breathing exercises, exercise, all of those things help 100%. But they're all hard to do when you're not in the right mindset for it yet either. And if you're living a life that's full of stress, the first thing that you need to address is your mindset, because that's going to help reduce it in all different facets in all different ways. But until you address that, it's a lot more challenging. And okay, how do I go about that? How do I address my mindset when it comes to stress? And one of the ways that has worked for me, because I was literally told at one point in my life not too long ago, if you don't reduce your stress, you are not going to be here much longer. And this was information that was given to me because of a blood test that was done. So this wasn't just somebody talking to me and saying, hey, this is a problem in your life. No, there was physiological evidence that if stress did not get reduced, it was going to be detrimental potentially. So how do you go about something like that? Well, you can make certain changes, but again, until your mindset is addressed, how do you go about making changes? Like, hey, maybe my job, I feel like, is the culprit of my stress, or my boss. How do I change that? I can't just up and quit. Okay, but you need the mindset to help you navigate that. And one of the ways that helped me tremendously with this is learning my process, learning me, how I work, what works for me, what doesn't, what can I let go of, thinking that I'm supposed to do that actually was just causing me more stress in my effort to reduce stress because it didn't align with my personal process. And just the mere fact that I'm supposed to be different than other people. I'm not supposed to do things exactly the way that I see other people doing them. That when I learned how to do me, it helped me reduce my stress significantly, to the point where my son and I had a very difficult conversation at one point, and he stopped and he looked at me and he's like, why are you so calm? I never would have been that calm talking about something that was stressful before, but I learned how I do me, and I learned to honor that in a way that helped me figure out how to handle life. Because let's face it, life is stressful. There's nothing short of living in a cave, and even then you're going to have stress. There is nothing we're going to be able to do that's going to mitigate all the external factors that come into our life that cause us stress. The only thing that we can do is learn how we handle it the best, learn how we go forward as stress-free as possible within ourselves due to our mindset, due to understanding our process. And I keep talking about this in different ways throughout all these videos, but it all boils down to this one idea. As soon as you understand that, you can build your self-intelligence up to a point where you no longer let stress rule your life. You have control over you. And that, my friends, is the key to reducing stress, no matter where you think it's coming from.